The days are short and the nights are long in Tromsø in January. The perfect time and place, one could conclude, for an international film festival. The unique setting has helped the event become a massive hit with film fans. The festival's first outing was in 1991, attended by some 5,000 people. Since then, the crowds have swelled to nearly 10 times that.
Everyone was surprised at the enormous success. A lot of people said, a film festival in the dark time of the year and in the far north, how good can that be? But it's turned out to be one of the major clues to the festival's success is the geographical location and the time of the year that it happens. At least for people who live in Tromsø. So this time of the year is a perfect time. It's after the Christmas holidays. They need some cultural stimulation. The sun's coming back and they're looking forward. And the festival is also part of that, of the world kind of lighting up.
More than 100 films are being screened this year. The Films from the North section only features work shot in the world's polar regions. That's where the film Eagle Boy from Gry Elisabeth Mortensen will be showing. The 29-year-old director grew up in a village in the Arctic, but now lives in Tromsø.
I think the film industry in Tromsø is growing. It's getting bigger and bigger. And it's quite a few producers now. So you can definitely live here as a filmmaker, especially maybe a documentary filmmaker. It's absolutely possible, and it's a lot of stories to tell.
My Indian name.
The main protagonist is an 8-year-old Native American boy.
Tromsø's nickname is Gateway to the Arctic, or the Paris of the North.
Pears of the... Oh, pears! The city.
The film tells the story of how the boy and his family start a new life in Norway.
I have 3 screenings and 2 are already sold out, so it's great. It's a lot of audience and a lot going on.
Tromsø's Arctic Cathedral is a major attraction. The city has invested heavily in cultural facilities. Next to this giant library is a cutting-edge cinema complex. The city has been mad about cinema for nearly 100 years. Tromsø can also boast the oldest cinema in Norway.
The politicians of Tromsø thought it was a great, showing movies was a great way of earning money. But when they built this house with 200 seats, that was a huge cinema in 1916. It was one of the biggest cinemas in Europe. People thought the politicians were crazy. It was never going to be full. And now, 200 seats, I don't know, it's very often full.
The old movie theatre is booked out for the premiere showing of Family Portrait, a documentary by Norwegian director Yvonne Thomassen. The film, which is running as part of the Films from the North series, centres on a family tale.
Det här är bästeforeldrene mine, mamma, onkel og tantene mine.
Men det är inte bara att samla dem.
No.
Nada, a German-Norwegian co-production, is nominated in the International Film category. German actor Jürgen Vogel plays one of the lead roles. Shooting took place in Norway over 5.5 weeks, right in the middle of winter.
They're beautiful surroundings, but they're actually very hostile to humans. You get the feeling you just don't belong there. It's like Mother Nature doesn't want you. When you spend every day outside, you have the feeling that you're in a fight for survival. If you stand still and don't move, you can freeze to death.
Stories from way up north at the Tromsø International Film Festival.